Today we will take a look back at 2009 and the work State Representative Dian Slavens is doing to create jobs, revitalize Michigan's economy, and reform the legislature so that our government truly works for the people of Michigan. Thanks to a groundbreaking plan championed by Dian Slavens earlier this year, Michigan is well on its way to becoming the electric car capital of the world. Her plan, which was signed into law in April, expanded Michigan's first-in-the-nation incentives for companies involved in advanced battery manufacturing to $555 million. These incentives have already resulted in more than $3 billion in investments by 7 world-class advanced battery companies that will create more than 6,600 jobs in Michigan. Dian's plan also pushed our state to the forefront of this emerging industry. Her leadership helped Michigan land $1.36 billion in federal advanced battery grants.
Michigan is a state that put the world on wheels. From the first Model T to the new electric Chevy Volt, we've led the way in automotive advances for more than 100 years. I'm very proud that my plan will create tens of thousands of jobs for Michigan workers and ensure that Michigan is a leader in the next generation of auto technology.
It's clear that business as usual isn't working in Lansing, and we need to give our government back to the people where it belongs. To help do this, Dian Slavens voted for reforms to hold our elected officials accountable. She voted to cut the salaries of lawmakers and other elected officials, including her own, by 10%. Dian also introduced a plan to end free lifetime health care for Michigan's legislators, and she voted to ban lawmakers from becoming lobbyists for 2 years after leaving office. So they're looking out for your interests and not the special interests.
At a time when so many of Michigan's families are struggling to make ends meet, our legislatures must lead by example and share in the sacrifice by tightening our belts as well. Increased accountability and transparency will make the legislature more responsive to our residents.
As a respiratory therapist for more than 20 years at local hospitals, as well as a mother and a grandmother, Dian Slavens knows that nothing is more important than the health of our families and loved ones. That's why she sponsored a plan that prohibits doctors and other regulated healthcare professionals from an extremely dangerous practice, reusing needles and other medical equipment intended to be used only once on a single patient during a single procedure.
It is imperative that we hold doctors and other healthcare professionals accountable when they engage in harmful and unethical medical practices. My plan will protect the health of our families and ensure that our residents are in good hands when they seek medical treatment.
Serving as Vice Chair of the House Senior Health, Security, and Retirement Committee, Dian Slavens is working to crack down on the reprehensible act of elder abuse. Earlier this year, Dian sponsored a plan that strengthens protections for seniors and holds those who abuse, neglect, or financially exploit our loved ones accountable.
Our seniors have worked hard their whole lives, and they deserve our support. The Elder Abuse Protection Plan sends a clear message that we won't tolerate our seniors being abused or taken advantage of. I hope this video gave you some insight on how I'm working to create jobs, jumpstart our economy, and reform Lansing's broken system so that our government truly works for the people of Michigan. Being your state representative is a responsibility that I take very seriously. And in every decision I make, my main consideration is how it will affect the residents in Canton Township, Belleville, and Van Buren Township. My door is always open. I invite you to contact me about any issues or concerns that affect you and your family, or if I can be of any assistance. Thanks for watching.